Hi everyone, and welcome back or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. My name is Amy and I have an unhealthy obsession with Formula One. What's this? Location change? I kinda moved countries. So I'm in the UK for a couple of months. That's why you haven't been getting any videos. And hence the awful lighting setup. It's temporary, I swear. Just till I work things out. But I wanted to get this video out to you guys anyway. Today is a little preview to catch you up on everything you need to know ahead of F1's biggest night race at the Singapore Grand Prix. Let's start off with the basics, the track. The Singapore Grand Prix is held at the Marina Bay circuit, which is a street track on the streets of, Singapore. It's considered one of the most physically demanding tracks on the calendar thanks to, the sheer humidity of Singapore, as well as the bumps of the street track. One of the more interesting features of the track is where the cars pass underneath the grandstand at turn 18. The lap record of the 5.063 kilometer circuit is a 1 minute 43.905 and was set by Kevin Magnussen of all people back in 2018. In terms of tyres, the teams were running the C3, C4 and C5 tyres, the softest in the Pirelli range, in order to create maximum traction around the high-speed circuit. It looks to be a classic hot and humid weekend at Marina Bay circuit, with temperatures set to reach 30 degrees and a high chance of a thunderstorm or two throughout the weekend. Last time out was pre-pandemic back in 2019, and we saw Sebastian Vettel clinch victory for Ferrari despite looking out of contention in the early stages. But a combination of 3 safety cars and good tyre management saw him take the lead ahead of his teammate Charles Leclerc. This weekend you can probably expect to see a red flag or safety car or two thanks to the layout of the track, as well as the fact that the walls are just very close, as you would expect from a street circuit. This track is expected to bring Ferrari and Mercedes closer to Red Bull. However, we did say that about Zandvoort and Max still won, so. This track will also allow us to better see if the new floor regulations have actually worked in terms of porpoising, especially looking at teams such as Mercedes, who struggled a lot at places like Baku, and given the similar nature of the tracks, hopefully that issue has sorted itself out. And in terms of the championship, we could see Verstappen wrap it up this weekend, which is insane. If he wins and Charles scores less than 2 points, it's all over and done with, and we still have, 6 races left? So, now for a quick news update going into this weekend. Let's start with the drivers' market, shall we? And there were 3 updates coming over the course of the weekend, all of which were no surprise, with Williams announcing that they're dropping Latifi, AlphaTauri confirming Tsunoda for next season, and Alfa Romeo re-signing Zhou. This week, F1 also announced its 2023 calendar, set to be another record-breaking long season with 24 races, 6 of which being sprints. And ahead of the weekend, Williams and Alex Albon have released statements regarding his condition and ability to race following his surgery that saw him out of the Italian Grand Prix, saying, "The goal is to be ready by Singapore, which is going to be tough. It's one of the toughest races that we go to, so not an easy one, but let's aim high and see what happens." And I am not underestimating how big a challenge this is going to be, but I'm looking forward to hitting the track on Friday and getting back to driving. Finally, McLaren have unveiled a special livery in collaboration with OKX for both Singapore and Japan that's heavily inspired by a futuristic cyberpunk aesthetic. According to the team, it represents the emergence of new technologies from the region, with a look to the future inspired by the cityscapes of Singapore and Japan. Now for your Singapore fun facts. With this being a night race, obviously we need a lot of lighting. 1,600 of them in fact, making it better lit than your average stadium, and all projected at different angles so to not blind the drivers. Speaking of the drivers, this is the most physically demanding track on the calendar, and they can lose between 3 and 4 kilos of body weight during the race, purely due to the humidity of the Marina Bay circuit. My little prediction going into this weekend is a Max Verstappen DNF. You heard me. Yeah. He's sort of overdue some bad luck, and as much as I love Max, it's on its way. And personally, I think this is going to be more like incident related. Like it's going to get into a little lap run scrap, and that's that. I don't think it's going to be car related. I don't know, that's just the vibes I'm getting going into the weekend. Literally no reason for it. Watch me say this, and then he wraps up the title this weekend as well. I'm actually super excited for this race because obviously moved. I joined a couple of societies, and one of them's having a little watch party for the Singapore Grand Prix, which means I actually get to watch it with people. Yay, and it's actually not at 2 in the morning. That's new. So I'm actually excited just to watch this one. That brings this episode of the race preview to a wrap. Let me know your race predictions and any other suggestions you have for future episodes in the comments down below. And if you like this video, then like it and press the red button to subscribe for more F1 and motorsport related content. And I will see you all in the next one. Laters.